Hey, what's up guys? Jose here, shreddeddat.com. In today's video, I'm going to give you a quick comparison between the PowerBlock Adjustable Dumbbells and the Bowflex Adjustable Dumbbells. Now, the reason you would buy these is so that you don't have a whole rack of dumbbells taking up a lot of space inside your gym. Now, this one over here, this is the PowerBlock EXP Stage 1 and Stage 2, which holds between 5 and 70 pounds. This one over here is the Bowflex SelectTech 552, which goes from 5 to 52.5 pounds. Now, as far as the build of these two dumbbells, the PowerBlock is made out of solid steel. All the weights here are made out of solid steel. And this one over here, the Bowflex, is made out of heavy-duty material or heavy-duty plastic. Now, these are not recommended to be dropped like other metal dumbbells. However, if you do drop them, I believe this one would last less due to the fact that it's just plastic. It's heavy-duty plastic. This one being solid steel is going to last a lot longer. Now, as far as the mechanism of adjustment, the Bowflex over here uses a dial over here on the side to move in increments of 2.5 pounds. When you start from 5 pounds all the way to 25 pounds, it goes in increments of 2.5 pounds. Now, when you go from 25 and up all the way up to 50, then it goes up in increments of 5. So for example, if I were starting at 5 pounds, the next one here would be 7.5, then 10, then 12.5, then 15. Now once I get to 25, then from 25 to 30, then it goes up in increments of 5. So it goes 25, 30, 35. So as far as changing the weight, this one's pretty quick. And the reason for that is because you just have to turn the dial. Now, in order to go ahead and turn the dial, you have to make sure that the weights are on the base. So if you have the weight out on the floor somewhere and it's not on the base, you're not going to be able to change the weight. So that is one thing I didn't like very much about this one, that it has to be on the base. And I believe that's just a safety mechanism. Now, as far as the mechanism for the PowerBlock over here, you have a pin here. This pin is a magnetic pin. It's connected to the whole weight by a bungee cord. And on the inside over here of this pin, you have magnets. So the way you select the weight is that you have rails here. Each rail is numbered. For example, the top one is 20 pounds, and you have 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And what you do is you stick this pin right on the rail numbered with the amount of weight you want to lift. So I just stick it in there, and I'm able to lift that up. Okay, and the rest of the base is going to stay right there. So it's pretty quick as far as adjustability. You just stick this in there. Now this one does have what are called adder weights. Adder weights are small little 2.5 pound weights that you have on this side over here on the inside. So I'm gonna push this pin down, and this releases the 2.5 pound weights, as you can see right there. Each one of these is 2.5 pounds. So if you were to go up in increments of 2.5 or 5 pounds as far as the PowerBlock is concerned, it'll take a little bit longer than this one. However, in all honesty, I always leave the adder weights in there. I really don't have any use for them as far as going up in 2.5, 5 pound increments. I usually go from in 10 pound increments when I use the PowerBlock. So as far as adjustability, the Bowflex over here is going to be faster due to the fact that you have the dial system. However, you have to make sure that the dumbbell is on the base in order to do that. Now, when we look at the size, comparing size, this one over here, Stage 1 and Stage 2 of the PowerBlock, is 5 to 70 pounds as far as the dumbbell is concerned. Now, this one over here is 5 to 52.5 pounds. So if we compare the size, I'm going to move this forward here. I'm going to put this one behind this one. You can see that the PowerBlock from 5 to 70 pounds is still a little bit smaller than the Bowflex that goes from 5 to 52.5 pounds. And for that reason, I believe the PowerBlock is better. And not only that, but whenever you lift any amount of weight on the Bowflex, you still have the same amount of distance from end to end. It is different in the PowerBlock over here. If I just want to lift 20 pounds, it just picks up 20 pounds. If I want to lift 20 pounds over here on the Bowflex, 20 pounds there, 20 pounds over here, you see the whole dumbbell remains the same length. So if you compare these two, look at the difference there. So for that reason, as far as the size is concerned, I like the PowerBlock better due to the fact that I don't have the whole dumbbell being, the whole setup being lifted. I'm only lifting the amount of weight that I want to lift. And this is going to come, it's going to make a difference whenever you're doing certain exercises where you want to go through the range of motion and maybe get a little bit closer to get a bigger squeeze. For example, when you're doing something like a bench press, when you're pushing out and you want to bring the arms in towards each other, you get a bigger squeeze. This is going to limit you a little bit due to the fact that you're going to have more material and it's not going to allow you to come all the way in. Now, when you're doing shoulder presses, it can be the same thing on the way up. If you want to bring your arms closer, it's going to limit you as far as the range of motion. And when it comes to bicep curls, the same thing. Due to the fact that you're starting low and you have a longer distance, it's going to be harder. You're going to have to bring your elbows out a little bit more with the Bowflex as compared to the PowerBlock itself. Now, as far as expandability, the Bowflex starts on stage 1, which goes from 5 to 50 pounds. I'll show you what that looks like. Put it on 50 pounds. I'll pull this out. So this right here is stage 1 of the Bowflex, and you can buy it in different stages. And the reason they do that is so that you can start off with the minimum, and if you get stronger, if you grow, and you want to expand, then you can buy stage 2. Stage 2 is this one right here. This is 50 to 70 pounds. So that way it works is that you'll get this separately if you buy it separately, and all you have to do is get the stage 1 and stick it into stage 2, and now you have more expandability. Okay, you can also buy stage 3, which goes all the way from 70 to 90 pounds. Now, as far as the Bowflex goes, they sell you the 552 dumbbell, which goes from 5 pounds all the way to 52.5. However, if you outgrow this, you're not going to be able to add on more weights to this. You have to buy the other dumbbell they sell, which is the SelectTech 1090, which goes from 10 pounds to 90 pounds. For that reason, I like the PowerBlock better due to the fact that as I grow, I can continue to expand this and add on to this without having to buy a separate dumbbell. Now, as far as warranty is concerned, the PowerBlock gives you a 5-year warranty, and this one over here, the Bowflex, gives you a 2-year warranty. So that's my comparison between these two. Both of them give you free shipping. And of course, these are going to be a high-ticket item due to the fact that you're replacing a lot of dumbbells. So they're not cheap. However, I think, in my opinion, they're very well worth it due to the fact that when you buy a whole rack of dumbbells, it's going to cost more than buying a set of these. So I hope you liked the information in this video. If you liked it, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Leave me your comments and questions down below. And if you want to learn where to get these, and if you want to see my individual review of each one of these dumbbells, I'm going to leave the links right below this video so that you can check them out. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.